If you're moving to Colorado Springs and you want to be in the heart of the city where all the action is, there is one place that immediately comes to mind. It's a really charming, unique little neighborhood packed with local history, hot spots, and things you can only find in this neighborhood. Welcome to Old Colorado City.
All right, like we said, OCC is truly in the heart of it all if you want kind of that walkable neighborhood, restaurants, shops, all that fun stuff. So I've got a couple of my favorites.
Okay.
And I know you've got a couple of your favorites.
And I've also got one or two, like, I'm going to save you some time.
Right.
To be honest.
Google has things to say and we have things to say.
For sure. For sure.
So number one, so we're on Colorado Avenue right now, main drag through town. So that's where you're going to find a lot of the shops and restaurants. One of my favorites is Jake and Telly's. Jake and Telly's, amazing Greek restaurant. If you like Mediterranean food, you like the pita bread, you like the olive oil, you like some lamb, whatever it is. If you like just good quality Mediterranean food, it's the best place in town, hands down.
Honestly, it's just one of the best places.
It is. Yeah.
I remember the first time that I went there, we actually had some clients that were visiting from out of town. And we went there and we were just like, I don't know, let's try some Greek food. And so like their appetizers, so everyone's like knows Texas Roadhouse brings out those rolls and
the sweet rolls,
the sweet rolls, whatever, which last time I had those, I felt like I wanted to throw up. And then you go to Red Lobster and you get those biscuits, and I vowed to never go back to Red Lobster. But when you go to Jake and Telly's, they bring out this pita bread, it's Greek food. They bring out this pita bread and this super good olive oil, and you throw a little bit of salt and pepper in there. And it was like, I physically could not stop. And then I like still felt great.
Yeah.
Like you did.
Still feel
yeah, it's like, man, something about American food just makes you want to not ever again. But Jake and Telly's is so good. And the people there are like
super friendly staff.
It's super friendly staff. They're so great.
I know they like a lot of places right now, they're kind of struggling with like staff shortages and all that jazz. But man, even though like those workers are probably pretty overworked, honestly, always super friendly, always happy to help out however they can. So,
well, and it's like very family run.
It is, yeah.
Yeah, it's very family run. So like high likelihood that you will meet like Jake or Telly and
right, yeah,
and their family, and they're going to be the ones like serving and preparing the food, and like 10 out of 10. Highly recommend.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna pop in. Not on Colorado Avenue, but actually if you go across 24, there's a little spot called Pub Dog.
Oh,
and I have to bring up Pub Dog because like, is it the best food in town?
I would say no.
No, it's not. It's probably not even close, but it still has good reviews, and I would still encourage you to go there. And we still like going there because it's a little brewery with food, but it's a dog park. It's like a kind of an indoor patio dog park. And so they've got it like sectioned off, and you can go get your drinks and your food or whatever and just go sit on the patio. And sometimes when you go there, I mean, it's freaking chaotic. There's a lot of freaking dogs there. But one of the funny things that they do, this is my favorite, is they do like breed specific days.
Okay.
So they'll like have it on their calendar, and it'll be like all golden retrievers. Yeah, or all, like, no kidding, all wiener dogs. You'll show up and there's like 40 wiener dogs just like running around, or like
the place.
20 to 40 golden retrievers just like going all over the place. And it's such a funny like experience, but it's just cool. It's like very human friendly. It's like, I know I need to get my dog out.
Right, yeah.
But it can be a little chaotic, like, to be totally honest. Yeah. But if you just go when it's like not peak hours, like it'll actually be a really good experience.
I've only been there one time, so I don't have a dog, so that's probably why I've only been there one time, I guess. But
makes sense.
So Pub Dog, like Kyle said, just across 24. Another one right here on Colorado Avenue. Now, I will also say it's not gourmet food. It's not the best. But if you like just bar food and you want to get a beer, Thunder and Buttons.
Oh.
Thunder and Buttons is right across from Bancroft Park. Yeah. So just down the street here. And yeah, I mean, it's just your classic, I don't want to say run-of-the-mill bar, but it kind of is. It's just, burger, wraps, fries, beer on tap, kind of your basic place. But you know why I like it? The story behind it.
What is?
Thunder and Buttons supposedly was named after, there used to be an old mountain man that lived up in the hills here, and he had domesticated 2 elk.
What?
And he would ride them into Colorado City, down Colorado Avenue, and those 2 elk name, whatever,
Elkin,
Thunder and buttons.
No.
Hence the bar, Thunder and Buttons.
I feel like if you're riding an elk, first off, super dangerous. But second of all, like, what are that big handlebars called on motorcycles that are up like
the
this?
chopper. You got
When you've got a chopper, it's basically like you're riding an elk and you're just like holding onto the giant spears on their head and you're just like
probably not
trekking
the
down the
safest
road.
thing. Probably not.
Probably not even close to the safest.
I will say I did a little bit of Google research, and it's on the back of the menu, so it has to be true, right?
Oh
I mean,
yeah,
that's
for
the
sure.
founding
If the
story.
internet said that it is, then it is.
And their own menu says it. So
Has the government confirmed it?
you know what? I don't know if they have or not. We'll have to look into that.
Wow.
So Thunder and Buttons, like I said, it's just a good local bar, and it is local too. Like, there's not going to be a whole lot of tourists in there. So when you first walk in, don't be dissuaded. It's actually pretty nice. So Thunder and Buttons, cool little bar right on Colorado Avenue.
Okay, so so you got to also understand Colorado Avenue right here. What is like really the hub? It's like from 21st to like 30th.
Yeah,
Maybe not even all the way. Maybe like shorten it in.
Yeah, it's kind of like 17th to 30th, but then like the heart of it, I would say, is kind of like, maybe like 20th, 21st.
Yeah. Okay. So also then within this area is a little shop called Mother Muffs. But look, I'm going to be honest. The only thing that I can say about it is that Francis freaking loves Mother Muffs.
Favorite place in the world.
He talks about it, I swear, every other day.
Yeah.
Mother Muffs, man, you gotta go to Mother Muffs. He loves this place. If any restaurant wanted to sponsor a human ever, it should be Mother Muffs sponsoring Francis, because it is like his go-to. But they have, it's kind of like, how would you consider it? It's like big country American breakfast. Like they do like big French toast.
Known for,
like breakfast brunch, like big French toast, big pancakes, big like biscuits and gravy is like a big thing that they do. And when you look at their menu, in fact, we went and did the incline the other day, and after I was like, we should go to Mother Muffs because I've never been there.
I feel like I should
Francis
know
always talks. But the thing is like when you get done with the incline, you like can't eat something heavy.
You're not jamming a loaf of French toast in your stomach.
No. And so we were like, well, maybe Mother Muffs is not the place, but rest assured, we're going to go there and I will try it and I will actually report back. Maybe I'll do a short on it so that you guys can know
actually good
if it's actually good.
As good as what Francis says.
Yeah. There's a couple more and one or two that are like 10 out of 10 should just avoid.
Not make your priority.
Sorry, I feel so rude because like people are just trying, but you guys also want to know where you should and shouldn't go. So
there's one. I am a huge Mexican food fan. Love it. Eat it all over town. Think we have some pretty good options. There's a Mexican joint. It's called Jorge's just down the street. Their margaritas are decent, but the food isn't honestly all that great. And Google would say the same thing, so I don't feel bad saying that.
Wait, is that the one that you put in the relocation guide about the margaritas?
No, that's the Loop over in Manitou.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that would have been bad.
Yeah, I was like,
put the terrible place on our reload.
But I thought it was like the margaritas. Just go here for the margaritas. Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, so Jorge's, I probably wouldn't hit that one up.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's fair.
If it was me.
Okay, so breweries are like a big deal in Colorado Springs. I mean, in all of Colorado, but
all over the place.
Colorado Mountain Brewery, also, it's got like 4.5 stars on Google, something really? Similar. Yeah. But
I'm surprised by that, actually.
That it's high or low?
I think that's high.
Okay. I think it's also high. Right. Okay, if I'm going to be honest, like, so here's what I am coming to the conclusion of in Colorado Springs is that some of these places, this happens in small towns a lot where restaurants get ratings because there's nothing else.
There's nothing else.
And so it's like, for what we have, you're fine. You can come. You're totally fine. And so for when there's not a lot of options, it's like, well, for what we have, 5 stars. Would I go there again? 5 stars. But then what's happening right now is there's been so much revitalization in the especially in the downtown area.
Yeah.
There's so many restaurants being added, like really high quality, like really high quality restaurants. And people here like really appreciate it because there's not a lot of it. And so something like Colorado Mountain Brewery, I think it was one of those places, and it sounds cool and it sounds iconic. Actually,
it's got a cool name, but it feels kind of chainy when you go in. You know, it's not like this cool little. It's not this cool, quaint little brewery. You know, they've got a big fire pit outside, which is cool to sit around, I guess. But
Yeah, but it's also like right on
Highway
24.
Yeah.
And so it's like, it's not like it's peaceful.
No, it's like constant traffic.
And it's in a like a strip mall. So anyway, enough on that. There's better breweries. Trinity Brewing, it's not downtown, but go there. Okay. And then finally, I think the last thing that we'll say about this area is you have a lot of, actually we're standing outside of a couple right now. You have a lot of these little gift shops.
All about Colorado. What do you think that's about?
Okay. You do have the tourist shops. Now, what I like about this area, what I like about even the downtown area off Tejon, is that there's not an overwhelming amount of all about Colorado shirts. Now, if you go to downtown Manitou Springs,
that's all it is.
It's literally like every other shop is an all about Colorado.
Yeah.
And it's like, I went to Manitou. Manitou is my place.
Pikes Peak, America's mountain.
Yeah, it's like, that's all it is. And it's like super annoying. But here, right over here, you have, it's called Colorado, man, I can't read it. Colorado, like something co-op, Colorado Collectors Co-op, I think is what it's called. And it's like local artists who have like pulled together. You can see here, it's like local jewelry that was made. So like that type of stuff, little boutique shops, little
ton of art galleries.
A lot of art galleries. That like, it makes it to me so much more like you could come down here and like spend a morning or whatever and walk into a bunch of different places and really not get bored and do it over again.
Right. Versus, like you said, Manitou, where it's just kind of just all touristy stuff. So not all touristy. You have it if you want it. You know, if you want to get your t-shirt, you've got it for sure. And you mentioned co-op. There's actually a building right down here. It used to be the Simpage Showcase right on Colorado Avenue. We actually just recently sold that building. And the people that bought it put a co-op in it for exactly that reason.
Really?
So small artists, kind of that same thing. Like they can't afford to rent a whole space themselves. So a whole bunch of artists kind of got it together, you know, all put their wares for sale in there.
Yeah.
So it's a really cool space too. Yeah. Can't think the name of it right now, but it's right across, that caused some damage. It's right across Bancroft Park.
Yep.
So that's a cool place. Yeah.
Yeah. So this downtown area, I mean, this is like really what makes Old Colorado City such a desirable place.
Yeah.
If I'm going to hit what is potentially a negative because we're in this downtown area, but like it has never personally bothered me. That being said, I'm 6'1" and 210 pounds. This is generally one of the areas where you will encounter a little bit more homelessness.
Yeah.
Right. And so like walking up and down the street, like it's just a reality. I personally have never felt unsafe. I know people that like there's a CrossFit gym right down the street.
Right. Yeah.
Like, you know, girls going in and out of there. So it's not like it's overwhelming. It's not like it's overrun. You can see like the streets are clean, like really clean.
It actually is really clean.
It's beautiful. So if I were to say like, there's much worse spots, but that's probably like the
worst thing if you want. And for the record, I'm like 5'6.5", 160, and I don't really feel bad either. So I think, you know, not too bad
like
of a
even
place.
Bancroft Park when we were over there, like it's not. I've been to cities where like every open space,
it's like obnoxious,
you can't,
like in your
you
face.
can't sit anywhere, you can't do anything. And look, don't shoot me for saying this. I'm just letting you know. It is a thing that like I've never felt like unsecure.
Never had an issue at all.
Yeah.
No. So
that is this downtown or this
the main strip.
Main strip. Colorado Avenue, really the heart, 21st down to 30th.
Yeah.
Primo Supremo.
Ton of restaurants, ton of shops. Check them out.
All right, so you've seen some iconic spots here within OCC, which is an iconic neighborhood unto itself. But what is it really like if you were to live here? I mean, OCC isn't really like any other neighborhood in the city. There's so much variety down here and so much diversity. And here we are in the streets, Pikes Peak Avenue right now. I think we're on Pikes Peak.
Yeah, Pikes Peak.
Yeah. These beautiful tree-lined streets with just mature trees everywhere. It's a very mature area of town because this was founded in 1859, and so many of these homes were built in that era. So you see beautiful Victorian homes, beautiful craftsmen, you know, all sorts of unique designs and like, you know, homes with the cedar shake on the gable ends. And it's a beautiful, iconic, very aesthetic area down here in Colorado Springs. It's absolutely gorgeous.
some other points on the neighborhood. What do you think kind of median home prices really are sitting at around here now, Francis?
Right around, yeah, I live here. Right around 5s to mid 5s is what you're gonna see typically.
Yeah.
There are some exceptions. There's actually a house for sale right behind me for a $1.6 million. You will also see some great investment potential here too. There's a lot of homes, since they are so old, a lot of them haven't been kept up as well.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of homes that definitely need a little TLC to get them, in tip-top shape.
Yep.
So you're gonna see homes really all over the spectrum here. Since they are older, a lot of them are on smaller lots, smaller homes, a lot of 2-bedroom homes in this neighborhood too.
Bedrooms, you'll see the 3-bedroom, 1-bath. You'll see the weird kitchen layouts, and that's because these homes weren't built for what our modern standard is.
Yeah, yep, exactly. A lot of, and going back to the investment space again, a lot of duplexes, a lot of fourplexes here as well. The entire neighborhood is zoned R2, so you can get pretty creative. There's a lot of Airbnbs in this neighborhood. It would be almost impossible because in Colorado Springs, you have to have, you can't have an Airbnb within 500 feet of another one.
Yeah.
Good luck finding a home in Old Colorado City that's not within 500 feet of another Airbnb.
Yeah.
A lot of there's a lot of actually scraped lots that have built these newer, just absolutely magnificent modern homes too. So you're really gonna get a little bit of everything in Old Colorado City.
For sure. If you're looking for the perfect home, the perfectly built, the wide open layouts, you're not really gonna find that a lot here. But if you're looking for a unique beauty and a unique charm in a really convenient and beautiful location down here, OCC can be a fantastic neighborhood for that.
Definitely.
Showed you guys what I would like to call probably the main area of Old Colorado City, the downtown strip on Colorado Ave. So now we're up on top of Gold Hill Mesa. It is a neighborhood that is called Gold Hill Mesa. Newer neighborhood, probably I would say in the last 10 to 12 years is probably when they started construction up here. But anyway, it has a little bit of a unique history. Francis.
Yeah, so
the history of this place?
Actually, there's rumors that this used to be a gold mine. It's not a gold mine, it was a gold mill. Which is actually where they would go up to Cripple Creek, find their gold, and then they would process it down here. So it's not a mine. And then there's also another rumor floating around that this was actually a landfill at one time. Also not true. The landfill was actually a Red Rocks open space of all places. But yeah, just a little fun fact, little Mythbusters, Colorado Springs edition.
That's right.
Yeah. But this is a low maintenance neighborhood. If you can see around me, not a whole lot of front yards. Most of the landscaping is xeriscaped with some bushes scattered throughout. All the exterior is maintained by the HOA, so you don't really have to do much. And then most of the people, if you have a backyard here, it's turf mostly, or xeriscape. So definitely a low maintenance neighborhood if that's something that you're looking for.
For sure. Most of the homes, you can see this section of the neighborhood, a lot of townhomes. Now we're kind of starting to get into, some more of the single family sections that have, some front yards, some backyards, some side yards, whatever the case may be. A lot of them are going to be that shared driveway style, where you pull all into kind of the same driveway and all your garages face each other. Kind of reminds me of row homes almost in bigger cities, things like that. Yeah. Or shotgun houses almost. Yeah. Except they're single family homes and you actually do get a little bit of space here. Most homes in this neighborhood, you're running really anywhere, depending on townhome or single family, high 4s to kind of the 700s or so.
Yeah, maybe even 8s, maybe.
Yeah. Definitely quite a big spread of different types of housing and also different types of pricing.
And something people usually are drawn to with this community are the views. So like I said, Gold Hill Mesa, it sits up pretty high. So if you're on the east side of the neighborhood, a lot of homes have really, really good city views, downtown Colorado Springs, kind of looking out at the lights. And then if you're on the west side of the neighborhood, a lot of really good views of the mountains, kind of all the way from Cheyenne Mountain, all the way up to Pikes Peak, Garden of the Gods area. There's also a lot of city or little community pocket parks in here too. So just a big outdoors area. You're close to a lot of trailheads. So that's a big draw for Gold Hill Mesa. But I also want to say that it's not just the neighborhood. This is OCC, like I said, south side of Highway 24 now. So what are a couple other things over in this part of OCC you guys like?
Oh, yeah. I love Colonel Mustard.
I love me a
Yeah.
good sandwich, man.
Yeah, this place is so good.
Might be the best sandwiches in town.
It's good.
It's really good.
That's like right over here off of 8th Street.
21st.
What else is, or 21st, yeah, sorry. Mill Hill Saloon's over there.
Oh yeah, the
Cool
Mill
little
Hill.
country western bar. Some live music.
Friday, Saturday nights.
Friday, Saturday nights. So really cool. And then actually, while we're passing it here,
Oh yeah.
we should definitely talk about this. It's a community center here in Gold Hill Mesa. So you got a little fitness center, some shops that run throughout, a little spa down here. It's a real
Salon.
little community
salon.
center, all anchored by the park right behind it. So you got, again, some nice open spaces and parks kind of spread throughout. It's a really cool little area of town over here. You almost feel like you kind of get out of the hustle and bustle
Yeah.
of the
Yeah.
OCC, but you're still right next to it with
Yep.
all its convenience. So.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, and there's a lot of stuff that's close by. We'll tell you guys more about later as we kind of continue our neighborhood tours later. But your proximity to dog parks, big parks, trails, mountains, open space, super, super convenient here.
Yeah, Bear Creek Park is just a quick walk from here. I think that's the biggest, it's definitely the biggest dog park in
Oh, yeah.
Colorado Springs, maybe the state. I mean, I don't know. That thing is huge.
It's big. It's
like
big
a
one.
Really
Your
big.
dog park.
Yeah, that's
Big
wild.
Park, man. Yeah.
Pickleball court's really close to here. You know, I'm a big
Yeah.
pickleball fan. So I definitely like to frequent that spot. What else? There's the cheese house over here too.
I have no idea what the cheese house
Dude,
is. I'm gonna throw that out there.
it's exactly what it sounds like. It's a cheese store. It's mostly Wisconsin cheeses though. I've been in
That's where the
there
best
and
cheeses come from.
I was looking for like mozzarella or burrata or something and they didn't have it, but cool spot.
Okay.
Call yourself the cheese house and not.
I'm the food guy on the team here. I know. Well, it's all like Wisconsin cheeses, so they've got a bunch of like stuff you can make cheese curds with and stuff.
Okay.
But yeah, what else is up right around? Did we talk about the saloon?
We did.
We did.
Okay,
Yeah.
sorry,
Yeah,
I missed
Talked
that. I
about
was
the
zoning
saloon.
out.
Yeah. I mean, I think, yeah, that's really just, there is a little bit more to OCC other than Colorado Avenue right downtown. So yeah, it's definitely something you don't want to forget about. Gold Hill Mesa and all the surrounding stuff. Awesome views up here for sure, man.
Yep.
So there you have it, Old Colorado City. The thing is it's not really for everybody. And hopefully in this video, you were able to understand and get a little bit better picture of what it is, but also what it is not. And as the #1 relocation team here in Colorado Springs, the Beresford Group, our contact information is below. If there is anything that we can do to help you in your transition, to help you in your move out here, or heck, even if you're just coming to visit, please let us know. We would love to meet up with you and help you out in any way that we can. Old Colorado City, it's got it all, but it might not be right for you. So if there is anything that we can do, please let us know. We will talk to you soon.